And remember, kids, the next time that somebody tells you, the government wouldn't do that. Oh, yes, they would.
Your teacher hands back your exam and you receive the highest score in your class. Here's the 5 steps to getting a perfect exam score, coming from a Harvard student. On day 1, create flashcards with all of the key concepts for your exam. On day 2, review all flashcards and separate them into 2 piles. The ones you know, pile A, and the ones you don't know, pile B. On day 3, review pile B and keep the ones you know in pile B, but separate the ones you still have trouble with to pile C. On day 4, review pile C twice and pile B once. On day 5, review all 3 piles. Follow for more study tips.
1 and 2. One of you is going to die. One of you is going to live.
Study hack of the day, the SQ3R method. Now, what is that? Well, this is a method you use when you are specifically studying straight from your textbook. So if that's the motive for you, then keep on watching. I only have my calculus textbook right now, which I don't think is the best example, but it's all I got. This probably would be best for history or biology or language learning, stuff like that. So this method requires 5 steps. Survey, question, read, recite, and review. Number 1. Survey. Skim the first chapter you need to study from and get a general gist of what the content is saying. While you're doing this, take any notes on significant headings, footnotes, or definition. Number 2. Question. Formulate questions based on the chapter's content and take some inspiration from any questions provided at the end of the chapter. 3. Read. Now, fully read the chapter line for line and take your time to amplify your notes and add important details you may have missed in your skimming. 4. Recite. Summarize your notes even further and this time do it in your own words. And finally, number 5, review. Look over all your notes and summary until you can fully grasp the content. And you can even repeat a couple of the steps before if needed. So, would you like to give this method a try? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to give a like and follow for more study tips.
One track mind, one track heart. If I fail, I'll fall apart. Maybe it is all.
Wanna talk, go socialize. Don't eat, don't sleep, and don't ask why. Sell your soul for the Hollywood dream. Sell your soul for the Hollywood dream. Sell your soul for the Hollywood dream. You're gonna be the next big thing. Did somebody say
slave?
This hack has changed the way that I studied, so I'm gonna try to explain it to you guys as best as I can, so hopefully it can change yours too. Honestly, it's really simple. As long as you have something to write on and something to write with, you're already there. It's called the doodling method, and the most important part to this method is making sure that when you're doodling, you are using your non-dominant hand. For me, it's my right. And that is basically all. Just pull up whatever you need to be studying or listening to and then start doodling. And I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's actually scientifically proven to help with focus and memory. It kind of works like those fidgeting tools. And of course, it's not for everyone. This method is mainly for people who get distracted easily because it gives you something to do. I have the worst focus, but trying it for the first time, I actually studied for 3 hours straight, which might not sound impressive to some people, but it made all the difference for me. And if doing this makes you more distracted, then I'm sorry, this isn't for you, but honestly, it's so simple, it's worth giving a shot the next time you study. Again, it's called the doodling method, and I hope that helped.
explain biology to me like I'm 5?
Alright, imagine your body is like a super cool robot.
How do cells keep me safe from getting sick?
Your body has special cells.
I'm going to tell you guys how to get slay grades while also having a life, because I'm going to call you out. Y'all are pulling all-nighters. Y'all are not showering. And y'all are getting mid-grades. All these sacrifices for what? So tip number 1, find the study technique that works for you. Screenshot this. This is everything you're looking for. This is the technique that complements it. Use it. Next, what about the time? I don't have time to find my study technique. I don't have time to study. Stop. Stop. use online resources. There's so many. Here are a few examples. Want to write an essay faster? Jenny AI. Want to get your lecture notes summaries without having to watch hours and hours of lectures? Whiteboard AI. Want to figure out how to read all these readings super fast? Use this right here. And it's odd how y'all are pulling all-nighters and not sleeping, yet you're sleeping on all these free tools to try out. In conclusion, follow the 4 S's. Sleep, shower, study effectively, and save for later. Thank you.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
You will not fail your next exam if you try this study technique. Back in high school, I'd always try different ways to study, and I used this technique before one of my hardest history exams. So one night, I took out a piece of paper and wrote down the concept that I wanted to learn. Now, instead of looking at the textbook or my notes, I pretended to teach that concept to someone else. And within minutes, I was able to pinpoint every single one of my knowledge gaps. I'd then review them and sometimes use another technique. Follow along.
Girl, get back on track, regain your focus, and give the rest of this year everything you have got.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they vote. Oh yes, they vote. Oh yes, they vote.
Oh yeah.
The gun. Oh yes, they vote for the gun.
Don't go there, 'cause you never return. I know you think.
Wanna talk, go socialize. Don't eat, don't sleep, and don't ask why. Sell your soul for the Hollywood dream. Sell your soul for the Hollywood dream.
Tá muito quente aqui, eu tô morrendo de calor. Já tá pegando fogo, é tesão.
Wanna talk, go socialize. Don't eat, don't sleep, and don't ask why. Sell your soul for the Hollywood dream. Sell your soul for the Hollywood dream. Sell your soul for the Hollywood dream. You're gonna be the next big thing.
I studied for one day and I got a 92 on my exam. And this is not just like a regular smegular GE. This is genetics. I'm gonna show you. You want to go into Study Fetch, and then you just want to go into YouTube and look up whatever your subject is. You want to copy this YouTube video, load the material set. You can get either really detailed notes or summarized notes, flashcard sets, or practice tests. All of my classmates spent so much time manually creating these genetics flashcards. And there we go. They transcribed the entire video and gave me high-level overviews of each section. Okay, so here they generated my practice quiz. Best part is they have a live lecture function as well, so you can actually have the AI take notes for you and you can pay attention in class instead of focus on writing things down. If you guys give it a try, let me know what you guys think. Good night. I'm actually gonna get some sleep now. Bruh, I'm so tired.